Welcome to the Nailed It online card class. We are going to be making 3 designs with this Nailed It stamp set and the Build It framelits. For this first project, you will need the hammer image, the screwdriver image, and Happy Father's Day unless you want to use a different greeting of your own. This is just an example of 10 of cards. I stamped happy birthday and made that greeting. The greeting comes from 10 of cards. Okay, so let's get started on this card. First, you're going to want to stamp your tools in basic black. And you're going to stamp for each card. You're making 2 cards. You're going to want to stamp your screwdriver twice in gray. Actually, for each card you only need to stamp it once. So I didn't leave very much room. I'll cut the screwdriver. Let's try this all over again. Stamp your hammer once in gray, once in red, and then stamp your screwdriver in gray and your screwdriver on red cardstock. Then you'll want to stamp your Father's Day in Versamark on this square piece of black cardstock, and then dump your powder on it, brush it off, and heat emboss it. And I know you guys know how to do that, so I'm not going to take the time to show. Then once you have all these pieces stamped, it's time to die cut them. And you'll just do a gray set, run that through your Big Shot to get your gray tools, which I've already cut some out here to save time. Here's the gray tools, and then you'll do the same with the red to get your red tools. And of course this piece will cut out your Happy Father's Day, which I forgot to do that one in advance. And then you're done with die cutting for this card. And now we just are going to put together. You will be, I forgot to say, if you look on this card, you can see there's little screws and nails stamped on the background, and I did that in red, but I didn't list red on your supply list because you can use your Versamark to get the same image. So we'll just use the screw as an example. Just go in and stamp your screw, but if you have red, it might show up a little bit easier. With Versamark, you just have to hold it a second for that ink to sink in. So you would do that all over the edge. And I'm going to save your time. Then you'd come in and do your nails around it. And then this piece has already been embossed for you with the hexagon embossing folder. So you'll just attach that to your black piece and attach that to your card. Since I haven't finished stamping the base, I'm not going to attach it yet. And then to make your hammer, you'll cut off, actually you won't cut that off, you want to keep that part on. On the red, you'll cut off the top. And then you will glue it to the bottom. You can use your fine tip glue pen. I like this old school Stampin' Up! Used to have these 2-way glue pens, which they've retired now. Mine's actually needing to be inked up. Maybe I should have done that before I started. Now I got my ink going. I just think those are a little faster and easier to deal with sometimes. So you just stick that on top to get your tool. Again, you keep the gray hole and cut off this part that you're going to add to the top. So when I attached these to the card, and I will just use this birthday one since I don't have my Father's Day one cut out. I attached this with just adhesive, this with dimensionals, and I'm going to put dimensionals on it but not attach it because I actually need another Father's Day card, so I'm going to cut that later and make it. And then the screwdriver I glued down or attached straight on without dimensionals, but I thought the hammer looked a little better popped up on dimensionals, and there's more room to actually fit dimensionals on the hammer, a little bit wider base. So then your card is really done, except if you have these embellishments, which I know you guys do. You'll just pick them up and stick them on your card. And that is your first card. Again, if you have a different greeting, you can change it from Father's Day. There's another set in the mini catalog that had You're the Best. I can't remember, something, another Father's Day set. And then this is the Father's Day card. So that's your first project.